I have a dilemma. I now have the option of spending January and February in a very small, I won't call it a hut, it's a very small room in a garage on Ventnor Bay. Do I spend 2 months, the worst part of the winter, like I say, January and February, in there? Costs about £1,000 all told. Do I do that, or do I carry on living in the car over this winter? So my original intention was this winter to go away for probably mid-December to mid-February. So a couple of months in the tropics so I could escape the worst of the English winter or the European temperate winter. That's not going to happen now because I don't have the funds available. Although living in that little shed, that little room would be about the same as a flight. A bit more expensive than a return flight to Southeast Asia. So probably wouldn't be that much difference between either staying in the UK for a couple of months or going overseas for a couple of months, because obviously when I'm in the UK I still need to pay for food, so the accommodation is about £1,000 and then there's food, whereas if I go to Southeast Asia it's basically flights and then food and a bit of accommodation. Wouldn't be much in it price wise, it'd probably be marginally cheaper to go overseas. So flights probably cost about £800 return to Southeast Asia, and then accommodation I can probably get for $8 a night. What's that, £6-7 a night over 2 months. And then food is dirt cheap in Southeast Asia. I can have a decent meal for £2.50, whereas here it will cost a £5 or more for a proper meal. There's a chiff chaff calling. So all told, I think going overseas would be cheaper than what's that there? Is that a chiff chaff? Probably dived into these sycamores ahead of us. The only problem is that I need to get a new passport, which isn't that much of a problem. There's still time. Yeah, it's a chiff chaff. What do you reckon I should do, people? Do you want to see another winter of me mooching around in the undercliff of the Isle of Wight, as I have been doing, well, up until COVID? Prior to COVID I was in Southeast Asia. I think between 2013 and 2018 I went to either Southeast Asia or Latin America each winter. Unfortunately that was before my YouTube channel, so none of that is actually documented. And that's the intention. This will be the last winter that I spend in the UK. Question is, do I spend this winter in the UK, or do I spend marginally less and go overseas? Come on folks, would you rather another winter of me mooching around here, or would it be more interesting if I went overseas for, say, mid-December until mid-January, a couple of months? Give me your views in the comment section to this video. If I do go to Southeast Asia for 2 months or 6 weeks, one of the two, I'd obviously take at least one of the drones. Well, I would take one of the drones, the Pro 4, I think, Mini Pro 4, which is the best drone from a camera point of view. So I'll take that with me. Obviously I'll take this Osmo Pocket 3. So there'd be lots of really good video footage, which will be very different to what you see in the UK. I mean, my day-to-day routine wouldn't be that much different, except I'd be there's Sophie over there. You're going to appear on my YouTube channel if you're not careful. She's going to the park apparently. I'm going to the terrace. Cup of tea. Gosh, that's very posh. You're now famous on my much unappreciated YouTube channel. Yeah, it's a lovely day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Will's birthday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's nice.
God, that's warm, isn't it?
It's gorgeous down on the bay. It's stunning. Yeah, it's going to be like this all week,
Yeah.
and there's no sign of it breaking down later in the week either. So it may still be nice. And I'm here all week, so I don't have to go to Dorset, which is good. I'm going to go up on the terrace. Enjoy the park. See you later. Just go up here, I think. Yeah, I've kind of taught myself around now to actually going overseas, because when I started this video, I'd made the decision of staying here in that little room. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you reckon. I will have to pull my fingers out and get the passport sorted out. What happened there was that I had to renew my passport, so I sent the old one away with all my details so they could send me a new one. And they sent back the old one, but the new one didn't arrive in the post. So basically there is a missing passport belonging to me that never arrived. Typical Royal Mail, they do lose a certain percentage of post. And so I need to get a new one. But obviously I still have the old one with a corner cut out of it, as they do. So I need to work out how to navigate the renewal process, given that one's gone missing. And I need somebody independent of me to prove or to confirm my identity, which will be a firefighter I know. In fact, Sophie's son, Paul. It's a very small world, isn't it? Paul Berry is a firefighter, so I'm hoping he'll confirm my identity, and then I can get a new passport. And if I do that, I'm going to do that anyway, but if I do that, then I will have that option of being able to go overseas. We are now up on the terrace. There's Ventnor Bay. Ooh, a bit of a gust of wind there. I was going to take the drone up here, here, but I don't think I'm going to bother. It's a bit breezy. Might be able to do it. Don't want to risk it being knocked out of the sky though by a gust. Sit down for 5 minutes, I think, in the sun. It's better. Sit down for 5 minutes. Not done a video up here in ages, have I? But there, that is a genuine dilemma. So there are benefits of being in the UK for those 2 months. I'm just struggling to remember what they are. Because it's not saving money. I suppose the cheapest thing I can do is just carry on living in the car for those 2 months. In the Undercliff, just hide here for the winter again. Do fancy a bit of a change. But that would be the cheapest option. Even then though, would it be that much cheaper? So if I assume I've got to spend £1,000 either on a flight, return flights to Southeast Asia, and or alternatively on renting that little room here for a couple of months. And then the food on top of that is basically less if I'm in Southeast Asia, more if I'm here. But if I live in the car here, I won't have the rent costs. But do I really want to spend another winter in a car here? I love autumn. There's a house martin, there's a swallow just flown through. I'm quite happy to live in the car for, and another one, there's a few swallows migrating through. Live in the car for kind of mid-February until, well, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Quite happy to live in it for those months in the car because they're mild, and I like the autumn and I like the spring. It's just a winter I want to escape from. So rest assured, after this winter, this will be the last winter when I may be living in the UK, come what may, over winter. Quite happy to live in the car during the summer, spring and autumn here. Loads of swallows going through. What's that up there? It's not a swallow. I've not got my glasses on. I've ordered new glasses, by the way, which is really good because these ones have been sand blasted over the summer. These sunglasses, they're prescription glasses, but they've been really sand blasted, so my bird watching has been really ruined so far this autumn, because when you're looking towards the sun, it's really you really can't see very much through them at all. I mean, you can, but it's just, it looks weird. You can't see the little tiny birds very easily, and when I don't have glasses on, I can't see very much at all. They're okay for driving still, so they're safe for that, but day-to-day use, they're just annoying, irritating is the main problem with them. It's quite chilly up here, so it's nice to sit up here, but it's quite chilly. Oh, I do like the tracking, active tracking on this little camera. It's brilliant. So yeah, give me some comments, give me some suggestions and ideas. Which should I do? Should I live in the car in the Unscliffe over winter, which is probably the cheapest option just about? Should I live in a little rented room for those 2 months, January and February, and otherwise live in the car in southern England for the rest of this autumn and beginning of next spring? Or should I go overseas for a couple of months into Southeast Asia and therefore give you loads of different content from a different continent in the tropics, which I really want to do. Like I say, this will be the last winter where I have this dilemma, because every other winter from now onwards I'm going to be overseas. I'll be in the tropics. So my Cornish van dweller channel will, in the winter, be a lot about the tropics, not about living in a vehicle in southern England, which I think is really cool. I'm going to have a walk now because it's quite chilly up here. Let's give you a view of the bay before I switch you off and gather my gear and then go for a walk. Well, that was a nice little brief drone flight, wasn't it? I wasn't going to take it up because it seemed a bit windy, but it wasn't too windy at all. There's my... Just turning my microphone back on. There. Hopefully the sound quality is a bit better now. Yeah, that was a nice little drone flight, wasn't it? They've just brought out the Mini 5 Pro now, so updated version of the one I've got. I only got mine last year and it's going to probably last me another decade or something. Good little drone, my Mini 4 Pro. So I don't plan on getting another drone anytime soon. I've got 3 now. I've got the Avata, which is the FPV one, which I've really not played with much at all. Although it's a slightly heavier drone, so it probably handled the wind a bit better. Not that I got any warning during that little drone flight. The wind was not as much of a problem as I thought it might be. Wasn't a problem at all. Look at that lovely clouds and blue sky. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go around this way. There's the Royal Hotel. Quite like this, combining car drives, which you're not going to see on this video, but car drives plus walking plus drone flights. But they make quite nice vlogs, video logs. So I'll keep those up. Tell me what you reckon about the drone flights. Not everybody likes them. I think they're stunning. Well, I think seeing Ventnor from above is really, really nice. Going to go back down Bath Road and get a cup of coffee at Blake's Tea Hut on the seafront, I think. A little bit breezy down there. It's blooming chilly this morning. The old autumn arrived really suddenly this year. So one minute it was warm sunshine and then there's a sudden cut off. And it's not really recovered since, although today is more summer-like, although it's a bit breezy. The weather people, the Met Office, are saying it's going to be a really nice autumn colour year this year, which I hope, because that would look great for the drone. So the leaves are still all on the trees, but the old chloroplast or chlorophyll, whichever it is, will be reabsorbed, so the green pigmentation will vanish, be replaced by bronzes and reds and yellows and whatever. Should create some lovely autumn colour because the leaves are still largely all on the trees. They've not been stripped off by the winds, so we haven't really had much wind, proper wind. Blue tit up there calling. There's a pusscat. So I think tomorrow's main task is going to be to get the passport sorted out, irrespective of what I end up doing. Gives me the option, doesn't it? And if I do go to Southeast Asia again, it will might be Cambodia again, or it might be Chiang Mai, northern Thailand. Tell me if you've been to northern Thailand. I've not really been to Thailand yet. I've stopped over in Bangkok once, I think, and it was, I think, it was a 12-hour stopover. So I went into Bangkok, came out of the airport, went into Bangkok, hung around for a little bit, got a guest house for $8, I think, and just had a kip, had a sleep for a couple of hours before I then went back to the airport for the very short onward flight to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. So that's the only time I've been to Thailand as such. So it'd be quite nice maybe to do Thailand this year. Or the next trip, be it this coming winter or the winter after. I'll definitely be going over Southeast Asia winter 26, 27. Of that there is no doubt at all. Just coming down coming down Alma Road now. Back down to the bay. There's Golden Sands, good cheesy chips. Lady Scarlett's is closed today, nice tea room, sandwiches and small meals, very nice. It's the old amusement arcade site, the Gaiety amusement arcade site. Good little bit of habitat in there for migrant birds, lots of buddleias. Hopefully they won't clear it this time, they normally clear it, the vegetation, the owners, who will eventually develop it, I suppose. I'll leave you with that view for now. Well, the weather's just getting better this evening. It's about 5:30 now in the evening. It's absolutely glorious. What a day. Let's go and look at the sea, shall we? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you've not already done so, and there's a buymeacoffee.com link in the description below this video if you wish to support my channel, support me in my content creation ventures by buying me a coffee via that link. Always very much appreciated. And subscribe to the channel and watch more of my videos, which really helps if you enjoy them. Can't beat the weather when it's like this, can you really? In was it 22nd of September? Feels more like spring. Looks like summer, feels like spring. Somebody was telling me tomorrow might be a bit overcast, but the week generally is going to be settled and not too bad weather-wise. And I'm going out for a curry this evening with friends, a very rare adventure for me. I don't normally go out, eat out in Ventnor with local friends, but that's a plan for this evening. So, just going to give you a little panoramic view, is that the right term, of Ventnor before I say goodbye for the evening. So I hope you're enjoying this video about Ventnor and the Undercliff. If so, then don't forget there are 2 books that I've written. One, Birdwatching Around Ventnor, creatively named, and the second one is Wildlife Watching Around Ventnor. Just short books about the local area that are the subject of this video, available on Amazon. I'll put a link below this video, and you can also order it from the library, and it's available in all major bookshops, both of these little booklets.